Good day, yogis. My name is Brooke Blankenship. Welcome to Chair Yoga. Let's get started by sitting back in our seats, letting our feet come comfortably on the floor, ankles in line with the knees, hands either down by your sides or on your lap. You can press your palms gently into your thighs, grounding you down with your seat into the earth. Or maybe if you'd like to receive some energy from the room, the air around you, you can sit with the palms facing up. Starting to focus now on the breath, the inhale and exhale. Gently closing the eyes if you haven't already. Keeping your eyes closed and just bringing your hands on top of your chest, over your heart. And just continuing that nice deep breathing in and out the nose. By breathing deeply in and out through the nose, we're expanding our lungs' capacity. Actually making our lungs strengthen and grow with each breath. Bringing the hands down to the sides now, gently opening back up the eyes. We're going to take a big breath in as we reach the arms up, in through the nose, and out through the mouth this time. Nice big sigh. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Great job. Now, continuing with that breath in and out through the nose, we're going to reach our arms up, grab hold of the right wrist with the left hand, and gently pull the wrist forward and up, opening up that armpit to the ceiling. And then coming back up to the center and to the other side. So grabbing the left wrist with the right hand, stretching up, turning that armpit up towards the sky, maybe even taking your gaze up towards the ceiling. Excellent job. And then bringing both arms down, shaking them out. Excellent job. Bringing the hands, clasping them behind you now, and then stretching your arms back behind you, maybe even taking the gaze up. And releasing, shaking those arms out again. Great job. We're going to warm up the wrists now. So bringing that left hand out into a stop sign, you're going to grab hold of the fingers with the right hand. Gently pull on those fingers so that we get a really nice stretch through the bottom of the palm, the wrist, and the belly of the forearm, okay? Now, if you straighten the elbow on that left arm, you will feel that stretch intensify. So if you need to back off a little bit, bend your elbow, okay? Breathing into the stretch. And then rolling that wrist out, pointing the fingers down. Now we're going to take hold of those fingers again and pulling the fingers toward the heart. Again, by straightening out that wrist, the elbow, you're going to feel the stretch intensify through the back of the hand, the wrist, and the forearm. Excellent job. Release, roll the wrist a few times. Excellent. And to the other side. So bringing that right hand up, grabbing the fingers with the left hand, gently pulling them toward the face, and then straightening up that elbow. Feeling that stretch through the belly of the forearm, the wrist, and the palm. Excellent job. And then bringing the fingers down now. If you can grab hold of those fingers and straighten up through the top wrist again. Release and shake it out. Then I want you to take both hands together, okay? Call this a roller coaster ride for the wrists. You're gonna take both hands together, okay? Interlacing your hands, and then we're just going to move the wrists around. So circling back and forth, you can move as fast or slow as you want to. Getting the shoulders and the elbows involved in this movement. Excellent job, shaking it out. All right, so stretching through the neck now. We're going to bring our left hand out like it's hovering on an invisible table, and then bringing your right ear to your shoulder, okay? Automatically, you should feel that neck turn on. You can move around the position of your hand, see what feels best in your body today, okay? You can also bring your fingertips of your right hand up and work from the base of your skull, down your neck, towards your shoulder. Giving yourself a little massage. Maybe just taking your fingers and pressing them into those tendons and muscles. Excellent job. And then we're going to take our hand to the side of our face, cradle our head up, and to the other side, okay? So hand comes out onto the imaginary table, left ear goes towards left shoulder, bringing those fingertips up and giving yourself a little bit of massage if you wish. Excellent job. And then bringing that hand to the side of the face, lifting up. Excellent job. Coming forward in your seat now, we are going to go into a dancing cat. So waking up through the spine now, getting our legs involved in the movement before we stand up into our standing postures, okay? So I want you to take your feet a little bit wider than hip width distance, probably about the same width as the chair, okay? And then you're gonna bring your hands to your knees. We're going to take a big breath in as we pull the belly and the chest forward. Chin is gonna go up towards the ceiling. Maybe the gaze goes up with it. Take a big breath in. And then out, we're gonna bring our belly button towards our spine, rounding the back and lifting one knee up towards the face, okay? So keeping that foot flexed. And then back out, breathing in. Right foot comes up. Again, in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Keep going, moving, matching the movement with your breath. Keeping those feet flexed as you pull the knee up towards the chest. Just a few more here. All right, and then setting that foot back down, taking a moment to close the eyes, catch the breath, slowing it back down. Excellent. And then we're gonna bring our feet back in together to about hip width distance and start with some salutations to the sun. So, which is not out in Fort Worth today, but that's okay. Here we go. Taking the hands down by the sides, inhaling up, exhaling forward. Halfway lift and forward. All the way up. Hands to the heart. Again, inhaling up. Exhale, dive with the chest forward. Halfway lift and forward. All the way up. Gathering the hands at the heart. Keep moving. Inhale. Exhale. 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 Bringing the hands into the heart, pressing the thumb knuckles into our heart center, and just taking a moment to have gratitude for yourself for making time on your mat in your chair today. Smileasana. Excellent job, yogis. And before we move into standing, we're just going to do one last set of stretches. So I want you to lift that left leg up, cross it over the right knee. We're going to sit up nice and tall, okay? And then you're going to either stay right here if you're already feeling that stretch in the hip, or if you'd like a little more, you can lean forward. Leaning forward over the bent leg, breathing into that hip as if you're giving yourself, your breath is giving you more room to grow and expand and stretch and flex and strengthen. If you're bent, coming back up and bringing your hand to the bottom of your foot, we're going to take a little twist, okay? So grabbing hold of the back of the chair or the side of the chair, and then big breath in, get really tall and long in the spine, and then twisting and looking towards the right side of the room. Unwinding, coming back through center, and then uncrossing, rubbing out that left hip, and to the other side. So we're gonna bring our right foot up and cross it over our left knee, taking a big breath in. And then if you choose, you can lean forward over that leg or just stay right where you are. Imagine that breath coming down into the right hip, swirling around, creating some room and some space there. Excellent job. And then grabbing that foot with the right hand, grabbing the back of the chair with the left hand or the side of the chair, taking a big breath in, and then twisting and looking towards the left side of the room. Excellent job. Coming back to center, uncrossing, and then coming to stand behind your chair. So we're going to start with our left toes facing out towards the left side of the room, and we're going to wiggle those right toes back behind us, okay? Our foot in the back is going to turn in at about a 15 to 20 degree angle, okay? We're going to find a bend, a nice deep bend in our left knee, making sure that our knee is not going over our ankle, okay? If that's happening, we need to scoot our foot forward, okay? So we're coming in to warrior one pose first here, okay? So bringing your gaze to the left side of the room, reaching the arm up towards the sky, using your hand on the chair for support, pressing through that back leg, trying to straighten that back leg if you can. Feeling the strength, the energy coming up through the legs. Building your strength and endurance and stamina. Excellent job. Straightening out through that front leg. Now you're going to turn both sets of toes towards the front, okay? So we're going to come into a wide fold here. I'm going to give you a couple of options. You can come down onto your elbows, onto the back of the chair, like this. You can bring your hands down to the back of the chair, okay? Wherever you are, I want you to let your upper body be heavy, okay? And just feel the stretch that's happening through the back of the hips, or through the back of the legs, okay? So letting the head be heavy, letting the chest be heavy. And then slowly walking the hands back up. Heel toeing those feet back together. And then we're going to move to the other side, okay? So we're going to stretch this right foot out, okay? Inching it out so that we know that our knee is going to be in line with our heel, okay? So inching your foot out until your knee is in line with your heel. Back foot is turned in slightly. We're going to use that chair to hold on, and then lifting the hand up. All right, and then straightening through that leg. We're going to come back into that straddle fold, okay? So bringing both feet to face the front, and then coming into that straddle forward fold. Excellent job. And then coming back up through center. Heel toeing those feet back together. We're going to come into warrior two on our chairs, using our chairs for support, okay? So bringing that left foot down to the side of the chair, and we're going to stretch the right toes out behind us. Bringing the hands out by the sides, checking in with our hips and our shoulders. They should be in line with one another. And then bringing our hands out to the sides. Feeling that energy as we press both of the feet into the ground. Feeling that energy coming up through the legs, through the torso, and then out through the arms. Strong in our warriors. Flip your front palm and reverse your warrior. So allowing that right hand to come down to the back of the leg for support, and then reaching that left arm up and over, maybe even taking the gaze up towards the fingertips. Back into our warrior two. And then elbow to the knee, hand comes up to the ceiling, big breath in. And then extend the elbow to the ear, creating that long line of energy all the way through the right side of the body. Back up into our warrior two. Excellent job, bringing the hands back down. We're going to bring our feet out to the sides now. Nice wide feet, okay, in our seated goddess pose. And we're gonna stretch through the sides, okay? So bringing that left elbow down to the knee, stretching the right arm up and over, big breath in, and switch to the other side. And back to center. Great job, everybody. Moving now to our right side, so pressing that right foot into the ground. Left foot is going to come out behind you, okay? So we're going to start in our warrior two pose, okay? So bringing the hands out to the sides. Flipping the palm, reversing the warrior. Reaching the elbow to the ground, to the knee. Arm comes up to the sky. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, bringing that elbow towards the ear, creating that long, yummy line of energy. And then coming back up into our warrior two. And dropping the hands back down. Coming back to the center. This time, we're going to drop our shoulders one at a time towards the floor. Here we go. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now, heel toeing those feet back together. Excuse me. We're gonna come to standing one last time to practice our balancing pose. We're gonna practice tree today. So taking your right foot, grounding it into the ground, holding onto the chair with your right hand. Okay, so you want enough space between you and the chair that you're gonna be able to hold onto it without it, toppling. Okay, so taking the toes, sticking them out to the side, pointing those toes, and then dragging the foot in. We're gonna press the sole of that foot into the ankle, opening up that hip towards the left side of the room, okay? So if you're comfortable here, you can bring your arm up. If you're comfortable here and you'd like to move a little bit further, you can challenge your balance by bringing the foot up to the calf. Just don't press it into the knee. If your tree is feeling strong today, you can lift up on your tippy toes, challenging your balance and your strength a little bit more. See if you can do it 3 times. And then dropping it back down, dancing it out. Over to the other side. So again, we're going to make sure that our foot is enough distance away that we can use the chair for proper support. Taking those toes, kickstanding them out to the side, and then dragging that foot in. Pressing the base of the bottom of the foot into the side of the ankle. When we do that, our knee is going to open up, stretching through that hip. Hello, tree. All right, and then reaching the hands up to the sky. If you're strong here, maybe moving the foot up to the calf. Still pressing it in, opening up through that hip. And then if you challenge yourself with the leg raises on the other side, let's do it again. So coming up and lowering. Up, woo, and lowering. Up, and lowering. Ooh, yeah, mama, let's shake that out. Woo! Good job, everybody. All right, coming back to our seat now. And bringing yourself forward on your seat. We're going to bring our left ankle over our right, coming into that really intense hip stretch, okay? You can stay here if you're already feeling that stretch in the hip, or if you'd like to increase it, leaning forward over that foot. Your left foot is turned on, okay? So you're flexing through that foot. This will help protect the knee. Excellent job. Coming back up, we're going to cross that foot all the way over, and we're going to come into a seated eagle, okay? So pressing the foot down into the ground, the right foot down into the ground, and also centering it with your body, okay? So ultimately, we want to squeeze these legs together, okay, as much as we can, from literally the toes all the way up into the pelvis. We want everything squeezing together, okay? And then we're gonna take, our left leg is over, so we're gonna take our left arm under, okay? So left arm under, You can cross your hands and try to double wrap your hands like this, bringing your palms back together, or trying to bring your palms back together. Or you can just grab opposite shoulders. See what feels best in your body today, okay? You can also bring the backs of your hands together. That's also another option. So wherever you are, I want you to sit up nice and tall, and I want you to lift those elbows up towards the sky. Squeeze the legs together, squeeze the arms together. Feel the heart opening up through the back, lifting up, maybe even taking the gaze up, pulling that belly button into the spine. Big breath in and out. In and out. In and out. All right, lowering, releasing, shaking it out, dancing it out. All right, other side. Here we go. So we're gonna start with that hip stretch, okay? So reaching down or grabbing hold of the foot and either sitting up nice and tall or maybe leaning over that bent leg. Coming back up through center, we're gonna adjust that foot so it's in line with the center of the body. Crossing the legs, squeezing those legs together, not just yet, but in just a second when we call the pose, okay? And then our right leg is over, so we're gonna bring our right arm under. We're gonna grab hold of either the palms, put the back of the hands together, or grab across the chest, okay? Grab opposite shoulders. See what feels best in your body and go there. And then we're gonna take a big breath in, squeeze those legs together, squeeze the arms together, lift the elbows up towards the sky. Keep breathing. And release. Let everything go. Shake it all out. Great job. All right, so coming into our final pose of class, we are going to go into a twist. So I want you to take your right hand, your left hand to the outside of your right knee, and then grab hold of the back of the chair. Take a big breath in, and then turn the body. So you are looking towards the back or the right side of the room. Unwinding, coming back through center and to the other side. Big breath in, get really tall and long, and then twist and turn. Coming back through center and pushing yourself back into your chair. We are in the final pose for our class today, which is our final resting pose, Savasana. So make yourself absolutely comfortable. I feel most comfortable in these chairs when my heels and my knees are in complete alignment and when my hands are down, grounding onto my lap, or I can connect my thumbs together with my palms facing up, okay? So however is most comfortable for you is how you should be sitting for the next 5 minutes. Closing the eyes if you're comfortable, bringing the attention and focus right back to the breath. Knowing that each breath in and out through the nose is a healing one. I walked into a small town diner and sat down at the counter. I was the only customer, but the waitress ignored me. I waited while she sat in a booth reading the paper. Finally, she lowered the paper. "Is there something you want?" she barked from across the room. By the time I left the restaurant, I felt as crabby as the waitress appeared. It took a while to figure out what happened, what changed my mood. Then I realized I had picked up her negative energy, feelings that had nothing to do with me. It was like someone had splashed my windshield with mud. Most of us have crabby days and an abundance of our own feelings to deal with. We don't need to let others splash their negative energy on us. We don't need to pick up and carry it around. If someone splashes your windshield with mud while you're driving down the road, what do? You wash it off and you go on your way. You learn to tell when your feeling is your emotions and your business. Learn to tell when someone has splashed on you. You don't have to take responsibility for what's not yours. Be done with it as quickly as possible. Thoughts are energy. Crabby thoughts and crabby emotions can be like mud. If someone splashes you, wash off your windshield, send them a blessing, and go on down the road. Beginning to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Taking a big breath in through the nose. And stretching the arms up overhead, maybe letting out a yawn or a sigh. Bringing your hands to prayer. The light in me loves and honors the light in each and every one of you. Go forward with light and love in your hearts. Namaste.